A very good day to you people. My name is Mohit, and guys, today I'm going to show you how to work with the Lightbox image gallery in Dreamweaver. But before I actually start working with Dreamweaver, guys, I'll need to work with the Adobe Widget browser. Although, guys, there are so many tutorials on YouTube that teach you a different way, but I think the way that I have followed here is a much better, is a much simpler, uncomplicated way of doing things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch Adobe Widget browser. Okay, I'm going to double click on the icon. Guys, if you don't have Adobe Widget browser, you need to go to Adobe's website and download. It should not be more than 2 MBs. It will happen very fast. Should be a very quick download and installation. Okay, guys, the moment I the launch Adobe Widget browser, you'll notice that I see two buttons here, or two options here. The first one is Adobe Exchange, okay, which has a list of all the different widgets, and these are my widgets. These are the widgets that I've already installed onto Dreamweaver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate the Lightbox gallery widget. I'm going to click on that. It'll take a few seconds, and then I need to click on this button right at the corner, bottom corner, which says add to my widgets, and you'll notice that it'll tell us to wait for some time, and after which widget gets added to Dreamweaver. Okay, so if I open up the widget browser now, if I open up the Lightbox gallery widget now, guys, you'll see that we have this default gallery. Okay, let me just click on it and show it to you how it looks like right now. Alright, we have this orange preset and we have the vertical white preset as well. Looking cool, isn't it, guys? What I want to do is I want to take up this orange preset, and then I want to configure it. I want to make my own preset, guys. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I wish to change the background to, let's say, a dark gray color. Cool. Then as far as the thumbnails are concerned, I want the hover background color to be a little different. Let's go with a gray color this time again. Let's click on the image container box, and again the overlay background color, I would want it to be a very light gray. Okay, so the theme that I'm getting onto is guys, is a grayish kind of a theme. Okay, so I've changed the border color as well. Let me show you a published preview of how things look like right now. Awesome, very nice. And I'll change the name of this theme from an orange one to gray. Okay, I'll skip the description, guys, and then I'll click on this button which says save preset. Now I have my own preset, guys. Next, what I want to do is I want to click on this button which says save widget files. Okay, Dreamweaver will prompt me to tell it which is the folder in which the widget files should be saved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate my local site folder. I've already defined on the desktop a folder called test, which is my local site folder. I'm going to select that folder, and then I'm going to say OK. Alright, then I'll click on the close button, guys. I will then go back to my desktop, dig inside my local site folder, and inside the local site folder, guys, all the files needed for the project are there. What I need to do is I need to locate a file called Lightbox Gallery Widget Gray, and I'm going to right click on that, going to say open with Adobe Dreamweaver CS5. Guys, the file opens up in Dreamweaver, and I'm in the code view right now. Let me get back to the split view. Alright, and then, guys, let me show you a published preview in Firefox. All very good, very nice. It says image 2 of 5, image 3 of 5, image 4 of 5, and image 5 of 5. Then I click on the close button. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize this further. I had already customized the preset to make my own preset. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Dreamweaver, and I wish to customize this further. Alright, guys, to do that I'll head back to the code view, and inside the code view, guys, notice in the head of the document, guys, we have the style sheet, and there's a rule out here which is the .lb gallery. Now this rule contains the gallery container settings. This is by far the most important rule, guys, by far the most important rule, and it's in the head section of the document, okay, inside the internal style sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak this rule slowly and come up with a very nice, juicy looking, attractive looking gallery. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the width to a 315. I will keep the height auto, and let me take a preview in Firefox. Okay, so guys, notice that the width has been altered, it's been truncated. Next, what I'll do is, guys, I'll go down, and guys, if you notice, in line number 65 I have a div whose ID is gallery, the class is lb gallery, and which contains all the list items under the unordered list items. Basically all the pictures and the thumbnails are right here, all the 5 pictures along with their respective thumbnails are right here, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose at least 4 pictures along with 4 thumbnails. Let me copy them. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the 4th one. So what I've done is I've copied 4 pictures and their respective thumbnails. I'm going to right click and say copy, and then I'm going to paste them, guys. Okay, so I'll go below the 5th LI item, okay, and I'm going to paste the pictures and the thumbnails. I'm going to paste the LI items. I'm going to click on the refresh button, and then I'm going to show you a preview in Firefox, guys. All very nice. Basically what I did was, guys, I copied the first, the second, the third, and the 4th picture, okay, out of these 5 pictures, and I just pasted them in the code below. Let me click on these pictures and show you how it looks like right now. It says image 1 of 9, so the number 5 got changed to 9 automatically, and everything else just remains just the same. Very cool, wonderful. Let me close it up, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the rule, which is the .lb gallery, and thereafter I would want to give it a nice drop shadow. So guys, I'll be confining myself to Mozilla Firefox only. See, when it comes to rounded corners and drop shadow, we will be using CSS3, and for CSS3 we need to prefix a dash moz dash for Mozilla Firefox, a dash o dash for Opera, and a dash WebKit dash for Safari and Chrome. Okay, but I'll not be coding for either Safari or Chrome, or even for Opera. I'll be confining myself to Mozilla, so I'll be using a dash moz dash, and then I'll be saying box shadow. In CSS3 we call it box shadow, so that's box shadow, and then I need to tell how much of the shadow do I want. So the first number is the X displacement, the second number is the Y displacement, and the third number is the blur value, the blur distance, so that I'll keep it at 10 pixels each. And then I need to give the hex code, or I can even say black. That's good enough. Let me show you a preview in Mozilla Firefox only, guys. The way I've written the code, it'll work only in Mozilla Firefox. Alright, so we have a nice drop shadow here. Let me head back to Dreamweaver, guys. If I change this dash moz dash or moz dash to a dash o dash, it will work in Opera. A dash WebKit dash will work in Chrome and Safari, and a dash ms dash will work in Internet Explorer. But again guys, there may be exceptions, it may or may not work. Again, depends on the version. Usually if you are using the later versions of the browsers, there are good chances that it will work. It may or may not work, but that's okay. If it's okay if you don't see the drop shadow, but if you do see, it's a bonus. All very good. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make rounded corners now. So I'm gonna say dash moz dash, and then I'm gonna write border radius. The tooltip, the code hinting is really helping me out here, guys. So I'm gonna give it a rounded corner of, let's say, 25 px. Let's make it 20, more subtle. And let me take a preview in my preferred browser. I think it's the most customizable browser, Mozilla Firefox. Awesome. All very nice. Wonderful. Okay, next guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that the box, the gallery, the picture gallery is kind of centered on the web page. So I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give the main rule, the most important rule, the lb gallery, dot lb gallery margin. So I'm gonna say margin, I beg your pardon, I'm gonna say margin left auto semicolon, and margin right auto semicolon. And let's take a preview in Firefox. Alright, looking very, very nice. Wonderful. Awesome. So guys, I hope you like this tutorial. And yes guys, I forgot to mention that you need to replace these 9 thumbnails and their respective bigger pictures with your own. And the best way of doing it is, let me go back to my local site folder. You need to go to your local site folder, then you need to dig inside the images folder, and here guys, what you'll do is you'll add your own thumbnails and your own pictures here. Okay, don't replace these pictures and the thumbnails yet, just add your own pictures and your thumbnails out here. Then you'll need to go back to Dreamweaver, and in Dreamweaver you'll come off the code view, go to split view guys, and then you need to select these 9 thumbnails one by one. Let's say you select the first thumbnail and then come down to the properties inspector, and in the property inspector guys, what you need to do is you need to change the source file of the image, and then you need to link it up. Okay, so what you need to do is you can just click on this folder, browse for file, and locate the right thumbnail, and then link it up with the correct corresponding bigger picture like this. You just need to select the right picture and say okay. Alright, so that's how you will be replacing these thumbnails, the provided thumbnails and the provided bigger pictures, corresponding bigger pictures with your own. So guys, all the best to you. I'll see you next time with yet another Dreamweaver CS5 tutorial, or it could be Flash with ActionScript 3. Bye bye. Ciao.